What's up, guys? We have an absolute wild day ahead of us. So this is day two of my carb up, and we're gonna start. We already started off with some oats. Excuse me, but we are one day away from leaving. We'll be leaving tomorrow morning. Very excited. Of course, we're gonna take you along for the ride. But first, it is very gloomy out here. It's very gloomy. So not ideal, but don't mind the TV. We're gonna get started right now with some meal prep. We're gonna meal prep some sweet potatoes. We already have, actually, you know what? Let's do our annual, or not annual, but we have this, and this is carb up stuff right here. This is what I'm gonna be eating all day. That is insane. It's a lot of rice, 1,250 grams to be exact. So yeah, we're gonna get ready to prep some potatoes. So yeah, let's go over there. Okay, so we're grabbing the essentials here. We have our potatoes, which we're only gonna have to make. We're gonna make two just to be safe. So they're huge though. I'll pick the biggest ones, but yeah, we're gonna make two just to be safe because I don't want to have one made and then be screwed. So I always peel when I do sweet potatoes. Let's move this to the side. I always take my potatoes, just take the skin off because I don't like the skin really. And a lot of people don't like the skin, but I really don't like the skin. So I peel these off. We'll get this done real quick, and then we'll move on to the next step. I'll get this done real quick, guys, and we'll move on to the next step of how I prep this on prep. And trust me, guys, this isn't just a cooking vlog. We're gonna get to some fun workouts. This is just kind of what I go through. It's pretty boring, but hey, this is a day in the life of a guy's one day out from his show. Anyways, sometimes you get potatoes like this and the peeler can't get them, so what I do is take my knife and just kind of slightly skin the potatoes. Real light. You don't want to go too hard. You don't want to miss any of that good sweet potatoes. But anyways, I cut these a little differently than some people, but this is how I always do it. Makes a nice little, I don't want the ends, so I just cut them off, move them off to the side. So I just take the whole potato and then I just sit there and I just cut it into like circles. This actually might be pretty weird. Honestly, don't know, but this is how I've done it. Sometimes they're really fucking hard to cut through, but so yeah, to take these, and then you just take something like this right here, and you just cut into some cubes, or I cut them into like small cubes, so like they end up looking like this right here. And then I put them on this little tray. I do air fry. I air fry these. They're way easier, so I take my air frying pan and I just spray a little bit of some canola spray, 0 calorie, of course. And I'll just take the little cubes and I go ahead and toss them onto the tray. So I'm gonna do that with both of these, and then I'll show you guys kind of like what you can air fry them for here in a little bit. But yeah, so when it's all said and done, you got a tray of straight up cubes. I'm gonna toss it in my Ninja air fryer. So if y'all don't have this, this is like the best thing ever. By the way, it's not seasoned, because if any of y'all have ever been on Peak Week or had a show day, you know you can't season pretty much anything. So we're going to air fry it for 13 minutes on 400, and then we will check back in 13 minutes. I'll fluff it around just a small bit, and then I'll throw it back in there for another 13-ish minutes, and then that'll be it. It's really easy. This thing is really loud, so if you do get it, be prepared for this. It's really loud. Boom! Just like that. All done. Took in total about 26 minutes. Not very long, really. It definitely takes a lot longer in the oven. Let me grab this out of here. Yeah, grab this out of here. Yeah, they don't look great, but I promise you, they're good, especially if you like sweet potatoes. I'm going to combine this, sorry, I'm using this, and then some ground beef, a little bit of olive oil. Boom, right there. You got a perfect meal. Just a little bit of cinnamon just for flavor. The ground beef soaks up the olive oil pretty well. So we're gonna take care of that, and we eat a meal pretty much right after, a close succession, maybe an hour and a half later. Do a check-in. All right, we are just now going to head out. Sorry for the dark environment. We will not be taking our trusty water, unfortunately. Yeah, we can't. We drink a certain amount of water at each meal. So let's go ahead and grab our keys here. It might be a little loud. I don't know what the heck's going on out there, but let's take one. It's kind of chilly out today. Kind of chilly. But yeah, I said I was gonna eat another meal. didn't. I am running too far behind. Like, I'm running insanely too far behind for that. So we're gonna go to the gym, hit this small little upper body day. We will come back, eat a quick meal, and kind of plan our day from there. It's kind of crazy, so. All right, guys, we're gonna start off with some lat pull downs. Like I said, we're going to go pretty light here, not crazy, probably around 8 to 10. We're leaving reps in reserve here, just pretty much to get a little pump or what you have it before a show. So these reps went by pretty good. We did a couple sets here. We're only doing one set of back. Move on to our next upper body part. So next we're going to do some biceps. We're going to do some single arm dumbbell bicep curls. Again, real light here. We're doing 20s, extremely light, around 10 reps. Nothing crazy. Literally probably have 5 to 7 reps in the tank here. So that's kind of what you want to go by if you're on prep, if you're on peak week especially. That way you don't lose that definition on stage. So since we're 2 days out, we will be going real light on all of our exercises. So arms definitely for sure one of those. All right, next up, we're going to do a set of chest flies here for chest. I love chest flies, especially cable chest flies, high flies. This feels great. So this is going to be our chest movement for today. We're going to knock this thing out, and we're going to move on to our next. All right. Coming in with our final bicep movement, and it's going to be some alternating curls. Again, this is one of my favorite movements, and the same rep range going to apply for these as well as everything else we've done today. We're not going to failure. We're just pretty much just having a little bit of fun right before we leave at this point. Just making sure we don't lose anything crazy, even though we're not because we're carbon up right now. But yeah, these were really fun, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing one more movement with our arms. It's going to be a tricep movement, and that's it. All right. I guarantee you a lot of gyms don't have this machine, but I'm doing some overhead work, some long head, my tricep, skull crusher type movement. I love the seated movement so much. We're around 8 to 10 reps here. And yeah, this is one of my favorite tricep movements. I'm pretty much just doing my favorite movements all throughout this workout, just to enjoy myself right before I leave. So yeah, 8 to 10 reps here, and we will be headed home. And that just about does it for that workout. Not really much going on there. Just basically just making it to my show at this point. Let's get up in here and then talk a little bit more. At this point, it's all about just not pushing my body to its limit because it can't take a lot right now. I am eating a decent amount. It's carb up day. So I just did a little workout. So I couldn't cut it too long because I've got to get a meal down. So I literally just pulled up here. We're about to get a meal going. Exciting, exciting. I am hungry. I usually take off my hat, take off some of this stuff, but yeah, basically we're not gonna be doing much at the gym. I know it's hard for me. I'm not really good at vlogging. This is gonna be like literally the first vlog you see on my channel. Plus, I'm really thirsty because I can only drink per meal, so that's kind of unfortunate. But we're gonna go ahead and slap a plate together. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm running a little bit behind, so I would set everything up. I'm gonna slap a plate together, eat it. I need to do a little bit of posing. Maybe we'll capture some of that. Stay tuned in for sure. All right, guys. I'm just wrapping everything up for the night. I ate my last meal. Well, I had one more, but I just kind of figured that I'm gonna be cut off. We don't want to peak too early. It's kind of crazy how tomorrow we're gonna be leaving for this show that I've been prepping for since August. It's actually kind of wild. Let me actually take a drink real quick while I'm thinking about it. But yeah, it's wild. I'm gonna take you guys a little bit tomorrow, as much as I can. I'm gonna hopefully document some of it. I don't know if they allowed me to film like when I check in and stuff. Kind of, I don't know. I've never done a show before. It's gonna be interesting. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. This is kind of like a last workout, kind of fun little thing. My morning weight this morning was 150.8. After my last meal, my weight was 156. I'm gonna go ahead and I didn't take my camera with me when I was posing with my coach, but I did get some shots, and I'm going to put them on the screen here so you'll be able to see what I look like one day out. And then from natural bodybuilding show, you're going to be like, yo, you look like you're 6 weeks out. But natural is different. You're flat as pancake for like 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks straight. And very end, you carb up, and then you kind of taper off towards the end of the show, kind of peak into the show where you're dry again. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please like it if you did. Hopefully y'all want to see more of this, so hit that sub button. And until our next video, guys, peace.